Today we check out Russell Westbrook and the 3 reasons I think he struggles so much with the Lakers. Check it out. Hey team, it's Coach Conley with Conley Hoops. I've been training and coaching basketball players for 20 plus years. If you'd like to learn the same skills that I teach all my players, subscribe to our channel so you can get the latest videos every week. Today we're breaking down Russell Westbrook's game. Russell Westbrook is an incredible player, an incredible athlete, and definitely a Hall of Famer. Averaging a triple-double for an entire season is very difficult. But Russell became a great player because of who he is and how he plays. I think the Lakers have gone too far away from what he does well for him to be successful. Today we're going to check out the 3 areas where I think he struggles and how the Lakers could get back to what he does well. They might have a chance to have some success. The first area is just the pace of play that he plays with. Even though he's always been fast and athletic, he's always played under control with an incredible amount of rhythm. A lot of that is gone away. In the clips today, you can see that. So you can see Russell on this first clip is going against DiVincenzo. Yeah, it looks like he's going slow, but he actually rushes to the basket. He feels like he has the mismatch and he feels like he has to go full speed sooner than he really should without setting himself up with any move. I think what's happened to him is he feels like he has to press all the time. It's almost like if he doesn't score in the first 5 seconds, that he's not going to be able to score at all. I really think you need to lay back a little bit and allow him to dribble more and break the defense down over that time. In the second clip, you can also see how he's just in a rush to the basket and doesn't finish with as much ease as he used to. Here's one with the Lakers where, he doesn't really take a lot of time to set up this jump shot. It's almost like one dribble and then I gotta let it go. In the past, he never would have done that. And then you watch him in transition here where he gets out and run it like he's trying to get a shot at the end of the shot clock off before the buzzer. And the reality is he used to play transition really smoothly. Even though he was fast and athletic, he was still always under control. Here we actually can see Russell in transition back in the day, where even though he's going full speed, he actually ends up going off 2 feet for an easy finish off the moving defender. Again, on this one, he stutter steps, he hesitates, he allows himself to change direction. All this allows him to make better decisions in the open floor, and that allows him to finish easier. Here's a play where he gets the ball at the top of the key and off the easy pick and roll, he gets downhill and takes his time to finish the layup. There's a lot of traffic, there's a defender that steps in front of him, but he's totally under control. That's what we need to see more from Russell Westbrook. Here's another place where he's really effective at taking his time, getting the ball on the low block, taking his time, squaring up, using his dribble, allowing space to create, and finishing at the rim. See how he takes his time on these plays back in the day. He dribbles up, he knows he has time with the ball, side to side dribbles, change directions a little bit, and eases into the jump shot. Here again, he dribbles around a little bit more, actually all the way around. But it gives him time to dribble, analyze the defense, and then he spots up and shoots his jumper. Yes, it's a lot of dribbling and it's probably not what the Lakers want, but it's how Russ is successful. So again, the first key to Russ is just getting him to be in rhythm all the time, allowing him more dribbles and more time with the ball to really see the floor open up, giving him the opportunities to score the way he used to. The second part to his game that has never been part of his game is him being a shooting guard. Him playing off the ball is literally impossible for him. He's not a spot-up shooter. He doesn't set screens well. This guy needs the ball in his hands to make plays and hopefully coming downhill at people. Here on this first play with the Lakers, you can see him spotting up on the wing where LeBron gives him the ball. This isn't the place where he is strongest. He needs to dribble, and he should have taken more dribbles before getting into this ISO against Wiggins, one of the best defenders. Instead, he struggles taking 2 or 3 dribbles and getting a shot. It's almost like you have 2 or 3 dribbles, otherwise you shouldn't score. And so he does it every time. Here's another place where he looks uncomfortable, catching the ball, cutting through the middle of the key. He's not a finisher in there. He's not going to pull that little mid-range jumper. So he ISOs back out to the wing, and instead of ISOing and dribbling and getting it into his rhythm and attacking the basket, he pulls for 3. And we don't want him doing that. He shouldn't be doing that, and he's doing it way too much. Probably because he feels like he's the shooting guard on the team. which he should never feel. Here's a play where he's playing off the ball. Actually, he's spotting up at the top of the key for a pass to shoot the ball. Russ should never be here. And if he was playing himself, he wouldn't have went to the basket and got this terrible ISO from the wing. He would have taken his time at the top of the key, broken down that guy, and actually gotten to the basket. But it doesn't look like that's what he's supposed to do out there. Even on this transition play, it's Davis that's actually running the fast break instead of giving it to Russ to make these plays in transition. And I know in today's basketball, we want everybody to handle the ball and everybody to be able to, but Russ is a point guard, shooting guard. He needs the ball in his hands and he should be making all these decisions for him to be successful with the Lakers. And here, even though he scores, this isn't what he should be doing. Kicking it to him in the corner to ISO and get to the basket is not what he's good at. Give it to him on the weak side and let him attack downhill. Get it to him at the top of the key and let him attack downhill. That's what he's good at. That's what he should be doing. And this brings me to the last point. He's not really the best player when put on the wing, baseline. He's really the best player with the ball in the middle of the court, so he can really see everybody spread out and then break the defense down. Here's some opportunities where he struggles. Here's a pick and roll on the wing with Anthony Davis, where he gets into trouble in the paint because he's attacking at that angle from the wing. It's not the best position for him, and therefore it doesn't create what he needs to be successful. Here he is with the ball in the middle of the floor on a transition play, and after seeing Curry's the only guy in front of him, he easily goes by him to score. Here's one where he is successful attacking in transition because he gets the rebound and attacks down the center of the floor, getting to the rim with ease. But then we turn around on the next play, and Reeves starts the fast break instead of giving him the ball. If he gives him the ball and he becomes the spot-up shooter, now we have something. Instead, we have Russ trailing down the middle of the floor for the open shot, which isn't what is going to work. Here's another situation where he gets himself pinned on the wing, which I don't think he's really successful at. His angles aren't as good, and again, he misses the layup. A normal layup, yes, he should make, but the angles for him aren't as successful as they would be attacking from the middle of the floor. Here's one where he takes his time with the top of the key ISO. He uses multiple dribbles to get himself in a rhythm and then hits the jumper over the top. Now, I'm not sure if he can hit this jumper anymore. He definitely hasn't hit it enough to prove he should be taking it. But the amount of dribbles and the rhythm that he gets from handling the ball a lot, you can see it makes a huge difference in his game. Watch here as he gets the switch on the pick and roll, and he's dribbling. Yes, he's dribbling a lot, but he takes his time and actually gets to the shot he wants and shoots it in rhythm, shoots the ball on the way up, which is what he should do, and doesn't rush it, and he makes it. Here we can see Russ taking his time on his post-up as well. Now the post-up, you might say, well, that's on the wing, but the post-up's a little different. It gives him more isolation and he can see the whole floor. Limiting him to no dribbles on the wing, it makes it really difficult for him. You can see this middle pick and roll turns into a wing ISO, and he's out of control. He doesn't take his time off the pick, get into a rhythm dribble before attacking the basket. These are the things that are really holding Russ back. Now you could say, man, this is Russ. He's a multi-millionaire. He gets paid to play basketball and he should be able to adapt. Well, a lot of great players in the NBA play a certain way and a certain style. It's really up to the team to put them in the right system to be efficient. The Lakers were not the right system for him to be efficient. And unfortunately for the Lakers, it's shown. And nobody gives him enough credit for being the player that he is, trying to play a different position. But we've seen the same thing with James Harden in Brooklyn and in Philadelphia. His struggles are because he doesn't get to ISO as much as he used to, and both of them might not be able to do it at the same rate they used to, but they still should be able to do what they do until they can't do it. I think if you give the ball to Russ in the middle of the floor and allow him more freedom and tell him to take his time, a lot better offensive possessions will occur and they won't have as many struggles. It might be too late for them and they might already be thinking about moving him, but if they really wanted to be successful, they'd give him the second and third quarter to be as effective as possible in isolation situations, give him the ball all the time and let him make all the plays. It might hurt you, but it might get him back into a sense of self and give him an opportunity to score 20 to 30 points a game for you. Either it'll help you win or you'll be able to move him even easier. Russell's still got game, he shows it all the time, but you have to put him in the right situations to be successful. That's it for today's video. If you would like to train with me and get personalized feedback, check out the link in the description below where you can sign up for our program.